All right, to solve this equation, the first thing we need to do is to isolate this square part where you have your x. So we're going to do inverse operations. Apparently, we need to move that -9 to the left-hand side. So we're going to plus 9 on both sides. That's the inverse operation. And that will give us 13 equals 4x minus 3 squared. Next, we're going to apply the square root property. Take a square root on both sides because that's the inverse operation of square. So we're going to take a square root on both sides. Once you take a square root on both sides, on the left-hand side, it's going to be square root of 13. On the right-hand side, it is the absolute value of 4x minus 3. So that is the square root property. So if you have square root of, let's say, a squared, if you take a square root of a squared, it becomes absolute value of a. So that is the square root property. And then this becomes an absolute value equation, which we discussed in early chapters. So we're going to apply the plus minus method, plus minus, and then replace the grouping symbol absolute value with a regular pair parentheses. Inside is 4x minus 3. On the right-hand side, square root of 13. And you can put the plus minus on either side of the equation. So I'm going to put it on the left-hand side. Plus minus square root of 13 equals 4x minus 3. And then you keep isolating x. So it'll be plus 3 on both sides. And that will be 3 plus minus square root of 13 equals 4x. And then we divide both sides by coefficient of x, which is 4. And we obtain x equals 3 plus minus square root of 13 over 4. Because 3 and square root of 13 cannot be combined, that is our final answer. So you could just box this.